Choosing your first synth can be a bit of a challenge, especially if you're new to the world of analog synthesis. Let's discuss what I believe are two of the best options for your first analog and how these two can feel like polar opposites. Over the last 2 years, I reviewed both the Arturia Microbrute and Korg Monologue on the Halloween special. Both are monophonic analog synths with mini keys, but that's about where the comparisons end. Here are some things to think about before making your next or very first synth purchase. The Korg Monologue gives you the instant feeling of raw power. From the moment you switch it on and turn the program knob, you've known you made a very good choice. Dozens of superbly crafted presets are at your fingertips, along with a very substantial envelope and LFO section. The feature set here just cannot be beat. On the other hand, the Monologue's knobs don't always tell you exactly what you're doing. This isn't always great since you may think you have one parameter selected, but actually your toggle switch is positioned to affect a whole other option. The portability of the Monologue is just fantastic. 6 AA batteries will last quite a while, and it's super lightweight, great for jamming on the go or setting it up in your studio as a permanent fixture. The Arturia Microbrute may appear to be too diminutive to truly perform the heavy lifting a synthesis may require, but here's where you're wrong. What the Microbrute lacks in function, it makes up for in form. Each knob, button, and slider is dedicated to a function, and the position of these are all easily visible at a glance. The Microbrute to me is the ultimate synth for learning. There are no real presets, there are no fancy effects to throw a haze over a poorly designed patch. If no sound is coming out of the Microbrute, it's because of you. There is no hiding your synthesizing skills when approaching this brute. But what are the negatives? Well, for the Microbrute, in my opinion, they're no small thing. Yes, the build quality is great, but I never really got along with the knobs or sliders, and the patch bay, while functional, provides such basic routing that I'd prefer to have these on a dedicated knob, allowing more advanced patching to be relocated to the patch bay. Also, while the Microbrute is small in size, it doesn't offer the portability of the Monologue. No battery option is available, and that's a little disappointing. It's tiny in stature and could easily fit in a book bag. Seeing as how they both have mini keys, which set is superior? Well, honestly, this comes down to personal preference. The Monologue houses some long and skinny ones, while the Microbrute sports a short, fat type. If you got any reservations with mini keys, neither of these will be to your liking. But for my taste, the Monologues just barely edge out the Microbrutes, offering more travel than the Arturias. So, which one would I choose for my very first analog synth? Well, that's easy. The Korg Monologue, in my opinion, stands head and shoulders above the competition, offering not only the feature set to make the novice synth handler feel like a pro, but the ability to craft lush soundscapes with very little effort. There's no substitute for sound quality in my book, and the Monologue does not disappoint. Portability and price were placed at the perfect plateau to placate the pickiest of players. The single voice of the Korg Monologue hits a sweet spot for sure. Remember to like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.